not the weekly update, Dave.
Okay. Oh my god, let me get it done! Oh,
That's Mondays.
what's going on, Carl?
No, not much.
Yeah, we get the schedule all taken care of. Make sure these guys get their stuff done. Make sure it's all happening. So
So
what are we doing? I wore my Not Today Carl shirt yesterday. People were looking at me, and I was looking at them.
Should be available soon, if not probably available by the time this comes out.
Good, because I got a bunch of stuff.
All right, perfect.
We're making it happen.
Trip.
Yay, motorcycles.
So, you have the Irving police bike almost done, right?
It's pretty much done.
Pretty much done.
It just needs David to flash the programmable lights.
And David is the guy that does fleet sales for Longhorn and Maverick. So.
Yeah, they were just here. Did you see them?
Yeah.
They were picking up one of their other bikes. They wanted to see it.
Yeah.
Apparently that's the lieutenant's bike and not one of their bikes, so it's got a lot of special stuff on it. They were not. A little jealous.
Truth comes out. Truth comes out. The lieutenant gets the nice bike.
No, they're all getting new bikes. They're going to get 13 new ones. Which is good considering 2 of them are sitting over there crushed.
I think on this bike, this is actually a civilianized police bike that a customer brought in, and he's doing like saddlebag lights and whatnot. And as we've discussed in other episodes, or maybe not in the shop talk, maybe I know I did a police bike video review, so check that out. I'll probably put that little link up here somewhere. But the wiring harness, the parts list, and all that kind of stuff is completely different. So if you have a police bike, you have to make sure that when you're looking at parts, you make sure that they know, or you know, that you're looking for different parts from a different catalog, basically. So that's what's happening here. The guy that bought this didn't know that, and of course, Trip took care of him. So now he's just installing all that stuff for him. So we're all good. Let me show you real quick how bad these police bikes are, because one of them is real bad. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. So, oops. It is what it is. Come on, man.
Oh, hey, it's you again.
Yay.
Shop Talk Weekly Update, Carl.
So you're just doing a couple of recalls today?
So far. Go recalls.
Which, by the way, this bike over here is probably like one of my favorite paint jobs ever. It's so simple and yet so clean. Every time I see it here, I get excited. That right there. Beautiful bike. I think there's some bad fuel in that. The injectors were all kinds of screwed up, or just crap all over it.
Public service announcement, people. If you don't ride your bike, don't store it in your friend's barn. Call your local dealership and store it in a controlled environment.
Yep.
Otherwise, it gets really expensive.
So lately, this is the second bike that Tom's got that has a horrible gas tank, or just interior of it, anyways.
Yeah, the gas has been sitting for so long, it eats away the liner in the tank.
Yeah. Y'all remember the boat anchor bike? Yeah. It's a similar scenario. Just not as bad. But the injectors were really nasty.
Really nasty.
Really nasty. So. Let's go over this urban police bike over here. The lieutenant's police bike. There it is. Most of it is pretty much done. Got that Rockford Fosgate speakers, which are, wow, real nice. And I believe the amp is also a Rockford. And man, this thing is dialed in. I just got some wheeling lights on my bike, and the new wheeling lights are really nice. Kind of like this right here on this fender. Super slim and incredibly bright.
What you want, what you gonna do when Sunshine don't come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do? Yeah, bad boys, what you gonna do?
That's a perfect soundtrack too. Hey, dude, Connor.
I'm cleaning.
Cleaning? Yeah. Like a fun slip and slide
A little bit. Bring out the matches and it'll be a little bit more fun.
Oh, yeah. Pete.
What up, Carl?
Oh, not much. I was going to ask you about the Sporty.
Broke the piston skirt.
No bueno.
No bueno. Pieces in the bottom end.
Oh, there's pieces in the bottom end?
Well, you broke a chunk out of the piston skirt about that big.
Wow.
Let me show you.
Oh my gosh.
Explains why you didn't have any oil pressure.
Wow.
Plugged up the oil pump. It's a complete motor job.
And for everybody that didn't know, this was actually an accident a while back, and that probably has a good reason why that happened. Would you say?
Yeah. The external wasn't damaged. It's hard to see a internal engine component damaged from a wreck, but not that it can't happen. But we'll see what they do. Either way, it's got to come completely apart.
Yeah, I've never seen a chunk that big come off.
No. That explains why his oil pump ain't working.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez. Bits and pieces everywhere. That's crazy. Well, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, turn the notification bell on. That way you know every time Shop Talk comes along, which is usually every Friday at 5 p.m. And yeah, give us a thumbs up if you don't follow us on Instagram already, Mav Harley, and on Facebook as Maverick Harley-Davidson, and check out our podcast on iTunes, that's MLHD, and on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/ML-HD. So go ahead, check that out, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and let us know what you want to see. So today, Nick is over at MPA taking care of some recalls, hence why he's not in his area. Then have Pete working on something. I have no idea what Pete is working on. but it looks intense. The police bike for... Actually don't know what department this is for. You know what department this is for? Frisco. This is Frisco PD's bike. And this is actually a good customer of mine. Beautiful soft toe Springer. And I think it's here for a, he's swapping the wheels. I forget what wheels, I think we're waiting on like some bearings or something like that. I think this, which one is he getting? Anyway, he's getting a chrome wheel of sorts. He's just swapping the front wheel. Trip is obviously, it's Wednesday, so Trip is not here. It's his day off. And he got a new addition to his area. Woo! New toolbox. He's very excited. Got a smoking deal on it, otherwise he wouldn't have done it. And then to catch you all up on this ESP claim, well, the ESP claim was approved. You remember this? This missing motor. So now he's getting heads, pistons, all the works. And I think they're waiting on, last thing coming in is valves, because Tom noticed that the valves were starting to look pretty worn. So they showed a quick look of what the heads and pistons look like.
¿Qué pasó?
What's up, mate?
Oh, you know, we had ordered some more valves for him, so.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. So this is still the tire shredder kit, right?
Yeah, tire shredder, but yeah, bent some valves and rocker arms. So yeah, yeah. They got pitting on here and on the rocker arms here, so we're getting it done. But I had to order more parts.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this one. This is the fucked up one. That is no good valve.
Funny story is, this one also had a bent valve. It was here because it had some bad fuel got in the system and whatnot, and now got a new valve and replaced. So now he's just taking care of something in the triple tree. It's an aluminum piece that broke, so he's fixing that. And right now, Tom, as he discussed with the service manager Zach, they're talking about some of the air ride things that are going on over there. So basically, the air suspension that we did on a Road Glide, I did a YouTube video on. You can probably look it up at some point. It's called Riding Dirty, I think is what it's called. That customer saw that, one of Tom's good customers, and he said that's what he wanted. So, missed it. He actually said hi, and I missed it. Anywho, he's getting a rear air ride, rear only.
What's up, Carl?
Not much.
That makes one of us.
Looks like you got a lot going on, though.
3 tore down bikes.
Yep.
It's on. That's the sniff test. Yeah. If it burns your nose hairs, it's on high. If it burns your lip, it's too close. So don't do either.
So this guy, he's putting dirty air, as I was mentioning earlier. Saw a video that we posted a while back and decided that this is what he wanted.
Yeah, he wanted to do the front also, and I told him not a good idea.
Do you want to tell everybody why that's not a good idea? For this particular customer.
It's not a trailer queen. That's why.
So dirty air actually, dirty air actually makes really, really good product. Makes really good product. Their air suspension is actually top notch. But disclaimer: if you're riding every day and putting a ton of miles, it's probably just wise for you not to do the front because, well, I'll let Tom explain that.
Busy soldering right now.
But let's just say that you're in the middle of nowhere and then one of the lines snaps or whatever. Well, there's nothing you can do about it. That's if you just had and like just dropped in some like progressive springs or legends or whatever, there's not much that can go wrong. You open yourself up to some possibilities in there that you do not want. So rear, pretty solid. Front, solid, but you know, it just depends on how you ride. And even then, for how much this guy rides, it's still a little up in the air with that. But anyway, that's a situation with that. But yeah, he's getting an air ride, which awesome. But there's a lot of things to take into consideration. This one came in for a transmission rebuild. The guy blew it up. Pretty much is what happened there. I'll show you the interior of that. So, Trip already gutted it out and already started to rebuild it. So that's what happened there, and that was also covered under ESP. So yeah, get some ESP, because if something like that happens, you do not want to pay out of pocket. Man, well, I think that's all I got for you today, so catch you all in the next episode.